A weathered sign hangs next to an old county road a few miles north of Joplin. To weekend visitors, it represents a successful arrival at their destination, a vineyard, 46 acres of grapes, pecans, and serenity, with a selection of native wines to sample. To its owner, however, the sign represents a childhood dream made real.
When I was a little kid, I'd make wine back home. I'm at 12 years old or so, would practice making wine. Before I got drafted, I bought a 3-2 bar up there in the hometown that I came from, and so I had that before I went to service the first time. So I guess I kind of like playing this. I mean, I've been a government employee most of my life, from the military to Missouri States, but I kind of like this business.
Erv Langan, the outreach coordinator for Missouri State University on the Missouri Southern campus, loves his job with the school, but is ready to make the winery his full-time pursuit.
I work for Missouri State University on the Missouri Southern campus, coordinating some of the graduate programs that we have here in Southwest Missouri. There's a tremendous need for graduate education, and Missouri State is down here as guest on the Missouri Southern campus, offering some programs. And we're one university amongst several universities that are down here offering programs. I got a great job. I love my job. It's a great position I have. I couldn't ask for a better one. And I told my boss, I said, I just want to come out here. I've been doing this. I've been really working 2 jobs for 12 years now. And I'm getting tired. I'm getting a little older. And I just want to have one job. And I pay a lot of money in labor because I got other guys, especially during the summer months and spring months, that are working out here. And then when it's time to pick, I've used Missouri Southern basketball gals are great pickers out here. I mean, they boom, 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 boom. They're going down the rows and picking great. Well, we got a lot of grapes on. We had 25,000 pounds that year. I mean, they're great. And I've used the junior ROTC kids out of either Joplin or Webb City. Those great kids are good, hard workers. And so I got to use extra people for this, but I want to stay out here full time. I want to open up more hours because we're only open in the weekend, and then come out here during the week and just do this. We used to have a lot of big old carp that would come up here, and my dad was here. He'd go down there and feed corn to those carp.
Erv started Keltoi Vineyard and Winery 10 years ago. He got the name from an old Gaelic word. He claims the Celtic tribes of Western Europe were the original winemaking pros, and he hopes to continue in their tradition. His property includes his home, a building for making wine, a cabin built by his wife and her 87-year-old father, and a quaint lodge called The Cottage, where patrons come to taste his products. Perhaps the most important part of the property, though, are the rows and rows of grapes.
We bought this land in 98. 99 we put our first acre in, and then we went after about a year, every year about an acre to what we have right now.
Some of his grapes are borrowed from France, but many are vines native to Missouri.
A Marcel Foch, a Villard Noir, a Bacco Noir. Those are the reds, and then we have a Kega White, a Vidal, and a Saval, which are the whites. This is a Carleo.
The grapes produce wines both dry and sweet, although Erv quickly found the locals had a preference. He also produces seasonal fruit wines and loves to experiment with new recipes.
I like a drier wine, and I concentrate or put more focus, I think, on the drier wine just because I like a drier wine. Here we find that we were making drier wines, but people were buying sweeter, so we were making more sweeter wines. This year we commercially made some apple wine. This right here, we made 56 gallons of it. It's pretty sweet, and we put cinnamon, took some Altoid cinnamon and crushed it up, and in the fermentation process, I think it was 12 of those boxes that we stuck in there, and it really has a pretty good flavor.
The process is complicated, and Erv oversees every step from seed to bottle.
It could be as early as late July, early August until September. We're crushing and distilling grapes. And then here's our press right here. The white ones we press immediately. The red ones, we'll let them sit. I got a little bit of second or third growth that came on that I just went ahead and picked, and Marcel Foch grape to make a wine. What we do is, you can see, we have primary storage tanks from the stainless steel tanks to the wooden barrels, and then we'll download and we'll put them into either beer kegs like this we'll drop the wine down into, or and then we'll take those outside, and what we do is we cold filter them outside, and that allows us to get the tartaric acid down in them, and then we'll bottle.
Keltoi cannot stay open as a one-man show, however. Erv has help from time to time, with the most consistent employee being Devin Rutledge, a former Missouri Southern student. Devin studied health promotions and played football for the Lions before joining the Arena Football League as an Oklahoma City yard dog. Devin works year-round at the Vineyard and does jobs he never thought he'd do.
Oh, hell, I do it all. Tend to the vineyard, prune the grapes, rack the wine. Hell, it's pretty much whatever needs to be done. Even the not so flattering stuff like this. I'd say it's a good opportunity. I really wasn't open to it. I was real. Like when I first came out here, I was like, I really don't want to do it. A lot of people be like, you work at a winery, but it's been an awesome learning experience. Got to meet a lot of cool people, do a lot of cool things. A lot of things I really didn't think I'd have been into.
With wines named things like Sixth Night, Biddy Early, 9 Ladies, and Autumn Memories, Keltoi offers the area something new. Erv hopes people will come sit in front of the fireplace, visit with him, and share in his childhood passion that now has become a reality. This has been Colby Williams for thechartonline.com, Joplin, Missouri.